Hello, welcome to another tutorial on Linq XML with C#. I'm Kainton the Genius, and today, where are we in the stream of time? We are in tutorial 7. We covered tutorial 6, although we had some problems from tutorial 6. We are going to solve it right now. Alright, so if you've not subscribed, click on the subscribe button just down there. Click on the subscribe so that you subscribe and get updates when there is a new video. Alright, let's remove this and then we continue from where we stopped. Alright, so let's close this. You remember that in tutorial 6 we were trying to display data based on attributes, and we try to troubleshoot. We find out that the data was actually there in the data set, but it was not displaying. So sorry, if we put the breakpoint and we run the program and we press F11, that is how we got here. So if we check BKS, we see that it actually, click on the result, view refresh, it contains the data, the two data, where the attributes is location is Owerri, but then it doesn't display on the screen. Well, the problem is that when we are running this for each loop and we are writing to the console using writeline, we simply need to write the element. We don't need to now say the element, because the element itself is the book. So we just want to write the book values. If we want to actually write the element, we now use a sub element on the book. But .book elements of book does not work, because this book is actually what we want to write. So we can actually write, just remove this. So at this point, if we run the program, we will get the two books where the location is given. But if we had wanted to use dot element, we can now display those locations. So we can say dot location. So we can't say dot book, because book is actually the parent. So at this point we should have two, oh sorry, dot value. So okay, so meanwhile, a location is actually not a node. So say author. Okay, so at this point, sorry, so the author displays. If we want to display the location, we will use something like dot attribute. The attribute, and then we specify location. So at this point we could display the location. So let's just close this. Alright, so I hope this is very clear to you, but we can put dot value to display only the value of there. So displays just the two values we are looking for. So at this point we have covered lesson 6. Let's now continue with lesson 7. In case of lesson 7, we are going to find an element within another element. We are going to find an element within another element. So that is lesson 7. As usual, we start by get how to read element within another element. Alright, so let's call this function public void read element within element. Okay, so this is our function, right? As usual, we always start in the same way. X element equal to X element dot load, and then you specify the name of the file. But in this particular tutorial, we are going to use a different a different XML file. The reason is because if you check the file we've been using, you find out that it doesn't really have a nested element within element. So you just have a series of books, as you can see. So we actually want elements within sub-elements of description, for example. So in that case, I have this plain ads.xml. So if you look at this plain ads.xml, you can see that, oh sorry, let's make the correction here. Let's just call it boy. Okay, so I don't know, but it may not be correct, but let's just take it that way. Alright, so now if you look at this plain ads.xml, you find that the under the location you have city and state. So inside this file we have ads. The ads is made up of a whole lot of elements, but inside the location elements we also have city and state. So what we want to do, we want to find an element within the location. Alright, so let's go back to our file and continue our work. So we now say this time we'll say let's see what is in there first. Okay, add is what is there. Okay, add equals from okay, let's place it. The name of the file is plain ads.xml. Okay, so we say from address from okay, from ads in sorry, let me take a look at what we have here. Okay, ads equal to from add in X element dot element at this point we specify the root, the add, this add, dot elements add, because we are searching through all the ads because this file is made up of ads. So dot element, write it correctly, dot element add. Okay, variable ads, we are selecting ads from ads in all the ads in element add. Okay, now where X element X ELE in sorry, let's write it correctly, where At this point, oh, add, okay, yeah, add dot elements location, location, because we have this add dot element location and we are trying to search within. Okay, so you're trying to search within the location. Okay, so South Dakota. Okay, so dots dot element location dot element let me take a look. City or state is equal to South Dakota. State, okay, equals South Dakota, right? Let me see if I get it correctly. Okay. Okay, so where add dot element location dot element. So you have this dot actually goes down one step in the hierarchy. So I'm going to select add. Okay. I could select any other thing, but I'm going to select add. Oh, select location. Select add. Okay, select add. Alright, so at this point elements. What is the problem here? Elements, okay, alright. Okay, so here we put the casting to string so that we'll be able to compare to the string here. So now we assume that if everything went fine, this adds variable will contain all the adds where the state within the location is South Dakota. So we can now display everything for each X element ELE. Let's just call it ELE. In adds, what I'm going to do is to write console dot write line. So at this point you could just write ELE. It's fine. That is it. So actually I've not run this program before, but I'm going to run it now. Let's see actually whether we got output correctly. So let's run start. Oh no, I'm running the wrong one. So let's go back to program and actually run the right one. Okay, so let's just align this so that everything is going to look good. So we are running f and that's read within element, that is the name. So think save and then run. Right, so we have, oh no, I think that particular file, we need to change the property to copy the copy to output property. We need to change it to copy always, or to always copy. So property, the copy to output directory, we change it to always copy, or copy always, and then I save and then run. So once just one item displayed, oh, nothing is displaying. Okay, So let's put a breakpoint here and see what the problem is. Remember, you need to have troubleshooting skills. First, we have X element loads the file perfectly. This is the file. Now select adds from add in add, okay, or add, okay, let's see. No, add, correct, which is the root element, not the root element, the next level element after the root. So add, where add dot element location dot element state equal to South Dakota. I select add. Okay, so alright, so F11. Let's check that there's anything in here. Okay, yielded nothing. So where is the problem coming from? So we have from add in X element dot elements add dot elements add. I think that is where the problem. We need to select all the elements. That is the root element. So that is this. So the first time we need to select the root element. So copy the root element and just put it there. Alright, so this is where we got it wrong. So let's just run it and see. So if we are fortunate, well, nothing displayed. There's a problem. So let's troubleshoot again, put a breakpoint here and just start the program. Okay, so it hits the breakpoint. F11 to move next. So let's see. It's saying it yielded no results. So that is also a problem where adds dot element location. Oh, I think that is where the problem is coming from. Yeah, so we have add dot elements. So here we should have add dot adds that this is correct. This first one is correct. Where dots elements add. Okay, so I have adds here. We actually have 3 steps. So we have add dot location dot city. Okay, so we need to go one step further. Dots elements city. Alright, so at this point hopefully we'll get the result. So let's just run it and see. Okay, so let's put a breakpoint here and try to debug. I think this is what you should always do, because okay, first we have this correctly. Okay, so it's telling us that okay, plain to cell where string add dot element add dot element location dot element city equals South Dakota. Select add. Okay, let's take a look. So we have add, we have location, we have city. It should work. Oh, sorry, we have state, not city, as you can see. Wow, that is where we got it wrong. So state, alright, so let's just go ahead to, let's stop it and then start. Wow, this is really bad. So let's troubleshoot, start. I'm going to step by pressing F11, location, state. No results. Okay. So select ads from ads.xelements dots elements plain for sale. Okay, ads. Okay. Elements. I think we are on track here. Element add dot location add dot location. So let's remove this. Okay. So we have add dot element location dot state. So let's see. Alright, so hopefully everything is going perfectly now. So now the state here is South Dakota. Okay, so as you can see, so it's actually add dot element location dot state equal to South Dakota. So what if we just want to display just one thing? Let's say we want to display the color dots elements color. Right, so we run it. Let's see. Color slash color light blue and white. So I hope this has been informative for you. If that is the case, please subscribe, like the video. If you like it, give a thumbs up, leave a comment if you have a question. If you hate it, give a thumbs down, but I don't think so. I remain kind and genius. See you in the next lesson.